Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the Committee to Re-elect Craig Blair.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as our countdown to tip-off is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. Tonight in Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference action, it is the 3-2 Martinsburg Bulldogs playing host to the 1-7 Spring Mills Cardinals. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is the coach, Jim Klein. Welcome back, Jim.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Hope everybody had a great Christmas and a happy New Year, and ready to be back here at Martinsburg High School watching some high school women's basketball this evening.
Our cameraman tonight is Nick Verzolini back at the studio, who you'll hear from at halftime as well as postgame. It's the birthday boy from yesterday, Dylan Bishop. The birthday boy tomorrow, Nick Verzolini.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys keep them nice and tight.
So, Martinsburg playing host, as I said, to Spring Mills. We'll start off with Spring Mills, though. A team last year, fantastic. 20-1, made it to the state tournament where, unfortunately, they did fall, and that was their only fall of the year. Looking, though, at this season, not been the year that they've wanted. 1-7, a lot of turnover within the roster, only returning one varsity starter, that being Faith Bush, and a brand new head coach as well in Kara Hessen.
Yeah, Spring Mills got some shoes to fill. Although they started the season with a challenging beginning to the schedule. Early in the season, it really looked like Brianna King was going to step in there. I mean, she in her first two games averaged 15.5 points a game, starting off at Millbrook in a 53-35 loss. She did score 14, and then in the 46-42 loss at Hampshire, she scored 17. And then you fast forward, you get past that Mercersburg Academy game, and then you start looking at Wheeling Park and Morgantown, and then another player stepped up, the freshman, Jocelyn Horner, actually with two double-digit games. She scored 14 in the loss at versus Wheeling Park, and she scored 11. She scored 14 in Parkersburg and 11 at Wheeling Park. So those would have to be two players that you have to watch for the resurgence here as Spring Mills then comes back after losses at actually they had a win at Shady Spring and then the loss at Elkins.
Yeah, and you mentioned those two games, Wheeling Park and Morgantown, and with the schedule being made last year, having last year in mind with the season they had, that's the state runner-up in Wheeling Park from last year, and state champion in Morgantown from last year as well. So some difficult teams that they've had to play throughout the state, and now they get the Eastern Panhandle team for the first time this year. The Martinsburg Bulldogs team, as we said earlier, 3-2 overall, coming off a win on the road, big-time win, 50-25 against Jefferson earlier this week.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, if you look back at that game, Martinsburg was actually down 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter started with some great play by Martin with a steal. Bradley had a key block. And then followed up 2 plays later with a 3, and then Martinsburg never looked back. But that's part of the challenge, with the competition in EPAC, to think that Jefferson could hold a 7-6 lead at the end of the first quarter and then get outscored 44-18 at home. That to me was a surprise. I mean, Martinsburg's loaded, and there's no question about it. And they've got size. Their guard plays slowly improving. I think Richie. I think Martin. I think that Martinsburg has a deeper bench than probably any of the other teams in the EPAC. So they got to come out tonight, and this should be a good game for both teams to be able to relax a little bit more into EPAC play, work on their rotations, and I really expect Martinsburg to come out much faster than they did at Jefferson.
And it goes through their defense to add to the depth as well, and you'll see it tonight because so far they try to keep players as fresh as possible. Tuning into this one, for those that haven't watched or tuned into a Martinsburg girls basketball game so far this year that we've had, they like to go full line change about halfway through each quarter. They'll start out with their starting 5, and then they'll have 5 new girls come in around that 4-minute mark. Then with about a minute left in the quarter, they'll switch back, and that's just to keep players fresh and be able to keep that defensive intensity up. And it's been successful so far because teams only score about 33.4 points per game against the Bulldogs here through the 5 games that they've played so far.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I think that they're loaded. I've neglected to mention Santa Bria, in the mix there against Jefferson. So I think that they have the roster that can turn that. I'm a big fan of McStuffins. Addie Strovel. Oh, she plays volleyball. To see her, she as a kid, I watched her as a 3-sport athlete. Her boyfriend's here from the state championship football team, Brady. It's great to see these kids, and that the school comes out to support them. Anyway, I'm excited for both teams. Spring Mills as they rebuild, continue to grow, and then also Martinsburg because they really fell on some hard times the last, I think, 2 seasons. So should be a fun night tonight.
And since you just brought it up, let's look at this rivalry throughout Spring Mills and Martinsburg's history. As you said, Spring Mills has had Martinsburg's number in the recent years as they have a 5-game win streak against the Bulldogs, but that's the only wins they have against the Bulldogs as well. Martinsburg won the 22 previous meetings since the opening of Spring Mills High in 2013, so we'll have to wait and see what it will be tonight. Does Martinsburg finally get one against Spring Mills, or does Spring Mills surprise some people here at the start of their EPAC play and come out with a tough road matchup on top against the Bulldogs? We'll step aside, take our first 2-minute break here on the Parsons Ford Countdown to Tip-Off, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have our coaches' interviews. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives, and when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School as we're inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for West Virginia High School girls basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Both teams have made it out onto the floor and began their warm-ups, and we'll now get into our coaches' interviews brought to you by Rocks Local Markets with convenient locations around the eastern Panhandle. Rocks is fast, fresh, and friendly. We'll start off with the head coach of the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals, Kara Hessen, followed by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Ronnie Fitzpatrick.
Now joined by the head coach of the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals, Kara Hessen. Coach Hessen, first year for you at the helm of this team. Just tell us what it's been like for you so far.
It's been an excellent change. I've been at the middle school level for a while. I was at the high school level back in Jefferson County years ago. So it's been a great experience. Looking forward to building a program at Spring Mills. So just ready to get going.
And with the change, I guess, what have you really learned about your program so far here in year one?
We have a lot of girls that right now we're young. We only have 11 girls on the team, so we're in the process of building the program. A lot of kids have moved out from last year. Obviously, once you see the team is not the same as last year. I have one returning varsity player from last year's team. Everyone else was either on the JV team or they're freshmen.
I know that's obviously nothing you can control, but how have you been able to, I guess, deal with the cards that you've been dealt?
We in the gym every day, taking one day at a time. I have faith in my younger girls that, we're going to build an excellent program here.
With the start, you guys are 1-7 so far out there, though. What do you feel like some of the strengths have been for your team?
We're quick. We're quick to get up and down the floor, transition. We have played, if y'all haven't seen our schedule, we have played the state champs from last year as well as the second place Wheeling Park. We've played Parkersburg. So we've played some of the top teams in the state already this year. So we're just, again, back to just looking forward to every day building our program.
And on the other side, what are some things that, with it being a young team, that you still feel like they need to grow and learn upon?
I still have, again, having young ones, freshmen, kind of transitioning from the middle school level to the high school level, and the difference in the sport. It's a little tougher at the high school level than it is at the lower levels. But again, these girls are in there working hard every day, and I couldn't ask for more.
EPAC play opens up. You guys get to take on Martinsburg tonight. What have you seen from them so far?
They're big. They have cadence. At East Roval, they're big. They can move the ball. But we're just going to go in, we got our game plan set, and coming in to execute.
No, you probably don't want to give away too much, but a little bit, what is that, I guess, game plan, or what are you trying to accomplish tonight with your team, or want to see them do out on the court and execute?
We're coming in to get after them quick. So, lot of movement, a lot of transitions. We're going to get up and down the floor.
All right, anything else, Coach?
Nope, that's it.
Thank you. Appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs, Ronnie Fitzpatrick. Coach Fitzpatrick, your team off to a 3-2 start. You guys are in conference play. What have you liked from your team so far here in the early part of the season?
Well, we were able to get a win Tuesday night against Jefferson, which is a really young, scrappy ball club, always well prepared by Damon Smith. So excited to get off to a good start, 1-0 start. So,
what did you like from your team in that win specifically?
Defense. That's what we've been preaching all year. That's what we worked on. We worked on different concepts, trying to change things up, trying to confuse different teams, and we were able to do that, I believe, on the other night.
Then on the opposite end, what were some things that you still feel like you need to improve on going into tonight's game?
Oh, a ton. I mean, we're going to play a team that's young as well. They don't have a lot of returners back, but it's a scrappy ball club. I've had the opportunity to watch them a few times, and I'm just excited to see what we can do against another ball club that presents different challenges. Their guard play seems to be pretty good. Got some shooters, so see how we can defend.
A lot of teams that are very young, unlike your team, though, here in the Eastern Panhandle. How much do you feel like that really benefits your team?
Well, I mean, we have some experience. It's kind of up and down because we do have 6 seniors, but we also have quite a few sophomores that get quite a bit of playing time. So we're kind of built top and bottom, if you will. So just kind of excited to see, how we respond. It's another game at home. Everything's coming at us fast. We'll play tonight, Tuesday, next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So just excited to see how we respond to the multiple games. We got to start. We've only played 5 games at this point. So just really excited to see all their hard work out here on the floor.
Tonight you guys take on the Spring Mills Cardinals, a team, as you said, young, scrappy, very inexperienced, only have one returner from the varsity level coming back. But at the same time, it's still a program in recent years that have had your guys' number. So going into tonight with all things said, what does your team need to do to finally get a win against them?
Well, we got to, and I know I sound like a broken record, but we got to defend, and we have to control the boards. Like I said, the team is scrappy and young, but they have shooters. When you're involved in a winning program, whether you were returning or not, you feel like a winner. And when you feel like a winner, you come out prepared to win and expecting to win. So I would expect nothing less from them today.
You always preach defense, and it especially shows out there on the floor for your team. When you guys break it down in practice, what are some things that really work well for you guys to be so good at defense like you are?
Well, it was top to bottom. I tell you, early on last year when we started off really slow, I felt like I was presenting things to them, and I was changing defenses and doing things that I'm used to being able to do, but they wasn't ready for that yet. So we had to take it back. Every day we work on defensive slides. Every day we're doing 2-man shell, 3-man shell. We're working on trapping. I mean, just the whole gamut from top to bottom, every day, day in and day out. And we're starting to receive some of the fruits of those wishes.
Coach Fitzpatrick, any final thoughts?
No, thanks again for coming out and supporting us.
Thank you for having us. Best of luck.
That was our coaches' interviews brought to you by Rock's Local Markets. Convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rock's is fast, fresh, and friendly. We'll step aside and take another 2-minute break here on the Parsons Ford countdown to tip-off, and then we'll continue it, breaking down Spring Mills Cardinals and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Toyotathon is on at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg, and there's never been a better time to get inside a new Toyota. Right now, get up to $3,000 off MSRP on select new Camry models, or get up to $1,500 off MSRP on select new Corolla models. Or check out a new RAV4 and get up to $2,300 off MSRP on select models. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Welcome back here as we're live from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse tonight at Martinsburg High School for West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 as the 3-2 Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs play host to the 1-7 Spring Mills Lady Cardinals here in Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference play. Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Jim Klein. Nick Verzolini is our cameraman. Back at the studio is Dylan Bishop. Right now, only Martinsburg out on the court, continuing its warm-up and pregame stretches. Spring Mills went to the locker room, and they have now returned and jogging back onto the floor in the road blue uniforms. To our right side, Martinsburg repping the home white uniforms. About 6 minutes away from pregame warm-ups concluding as we take another look for those just tuning in at both teams in the rivalry, kind of like we said earlier. Dominated overall in the 27 matchup so far by Martinsburg. 22-5 is the series history in Martinsburg's favor. However, 5 wins for Spring Mills, all coming within the past 5 meetings spanning back to January 20th, 2022, to February 23rd of 2023 when they defeated Martinsburg in sectionals, ending the year for the Bulldogs. Last time Martinsburg got a win against Spring Mills was April 15th, 2021, but this year, brand new team on both sides, and with that, kind of looking at it on paper, you expect Martinsburg to get a win heavily in this one, possibly, Jim.
Yeah, Martinsburg's got a ton of depth. I mean, they got a big roster. Obviously, they have size in Bradley that's, unparalleled, in the EPAC. And then when you consider that the guard play has slowly improved as the season has progressed, I think that's another sign. Spring Mills also, young team, relying on, new players to step in. So, not saying that they can't win, but on paper it looks like Martinsburg should have a pretty good game this evening. I'm hoping that Spring Mills comes out, and I think the guard play is an important key factor for both teams, and that becomes the equalizer. So, that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to here early in the evening.
It's a lot of pressure, and not anything self-inflicted for this year's team when it comes to Spring Mills. It's just the recent success that they had, and then the just kind of tidal wave of exit so far within the offseason. You look, though, at the past 2 years, they've only had one loss in the Eastern Panhandle the past 2 seasons. They were undefeated in conference play last year, and the year before that going 9-1. That only loss to an Eastern Panhandle team was 57-52, the final score February 7th of 2022 against Jefferson, and both of those teams went on to win the region and advance the states. But now times have changed. Who will be the team that steps up? Martinsburg really wants to tonight be able to potentially make that statement with a big win, just like they did earlier this week against Jefferson by 25.
Yeah, and that's what we saw in previous years. I mean, Martinsburg had trouble with their guard play beating the press last year. I mean, I remember coming to that, I think it was the Bridgeport game, December 27th last year, and watching Martinsburg, in a game that they probably should have won, lose by, I think it was 2 or 3, And the situation is that they missed some free throws, turned the ball over a little bit too much, and then when it came time to win the game, the guards just couldn't put the ball away. So, fast forward to this season, the guards definitely, I think, have played better. They're deeper, and that's what Spring Mills, I think, is going through, and that is what you hope to see differently. I like hearing Coach talk about pressing and coming out fast, trying to create turnovers. That there's the whole difference of being a creator versus the victim mentality of sitting back, walking the ball up the court. It's a difference here in West Virginia, where I come from. We had a shot clock. No shot clock down here. So, my sister played varsity for 4 years at North Hagerstown High School. It's a good team. I love being a part of that program. I started a girls basketball league at the Hagerstown YMCA in the late 1980s. It's one of these things where it's a different culture, and I really like the way that both of these coaches have spoken. Very positive. They understand their learning opportunities and the way they talk about shell drills, the things they do in practice. To me, it feels like both of these coaches are going in the right direction.
Let's now get into our keys to the game, as the key to your next car is at the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. Jim, give us your keys to the game tonight.
Yeah, so for both teams, I think it's guard play. And when we look at Spring Mills, I think that they've got two ballers, in Ball and King. And the fact that Homer comes off the bench, followed by Bush, they've led the team in scoring. Ultimately, I think what they've got to do is they've got to force the turnovers. They got to take it to Martinsburg and really elevate the defense. I talked a little bit earlier about Martinsburg and their depth, the size of the roster, the fact that they change out whole segments of players at one time. Martinsburg, on the other hand, had their best shooting performance against Jefferson of 41%. They did turn the ball over a little bit less, although Santa Bria did have 7. But what really sparked Martinsburg's team against Jefferson, they were down 7-6. Martin forced a turnover. Bradley had a block shot. 2 plays later, Santa Bria first forced a turnover, and Bradley hit a 3. And then obviously Serenity Ritchie had a fantastic night. But reducing the turnovers, working the glass. We know that Bradley likes to shoot the 3. You give up your best, one of your potentially best rebounders when Bradley's standing 22 feet from the basket, but she can make the 3s. So reducing the turnovers and then fighting the glass, I think, is going to be the most important part for Martinsburg if they can shoot 41%.
Both teams have went over to their benches to get ready for the public address announcer to give out tonight's starting lineups. I'll do so as well right here, right now, as our starting lineups brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. We'll start off with the Lady Cardinals of Spring Mills, 1-7 overall. First game in the EPAC, coached by first-year head coach Kara Hessen. Starting for the Lady Cardinals, number 11, Gabby Ball. Number 12, Sanaya Garrison. Number 20, Faith Bush. Number 23, Bree King. And rounding out the starting 5 for Spring Mills, number 32, Tori Henry. Now for the home side, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, 3-2 overall this year, 1-0 in the Eastern Panhandle. Coached by second-year head coach Ronnie Fitzpatrick. Starting 5 for Martinsburg, number 14, Haley Martin. Number 20, Chloe Irving. Number 21, Tiana Santabria. Number 34, Cadence Bradley. And number 42, Serenity Ritchie. We'll step aside and take our final 2-minute break on the countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Parsons Ford. On the other side of that break, we'll have opening tip between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
My kids. You know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as the Air Force Junior ROTC leaves on the right side of the court as the national anthem has concluded, and we get ready for opening tip-off, which is brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. High school EPAC girls basketball action getting set between Spring Mills and Martinsburg. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Jim Klein. Our cameraman's Nick Verzolini. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Spring Mills in the blue uniforms with the white and red stripes at the bottoms. White numerals on the front and back with the white Spring Mills on the front, outlined in red. Home white uniforms with black stripes down the side for Martinsburg. Black numerals on the front and back, outlined in orange. Bulldogs in the black font on the front. Cadence Bradley doing the jump ball for Martinsburg. Flex it back behind her, and it will be kicked out of bounds by Santa Bria. So it's Spring Mills ball 3 seconds in to the first quarter.
Yeah, the tip was a little unusual, the way that Bradley brought it back to two Spring Mills players and ended up coming off Santa Bria's foot.
Spring Mills to inbound just to the right of the scores table. It's inbounded to Ball. Passes to the left to Garrison, who takes a three. It's no good. Rebounded down low by Irving from Martinsburg. He'll bring it up the court on the right side. She goes into the corner now with her dribble and has it deflected out of bounds by Henry. That almost looked like it went out off.
I thought off her foot, too.
Of Martinsburg. But they say it remains Martinsburg ball. Down low goes to Bradley. She'll post up, missed the shot, but it's rebounded by Ritchie. From the left side, she goes into the paint, makes the shot. 2-0 Martinsburg leads Spring Mills as the past half court now causes some players to fall to the floor. Spring Mills keeps possession as a lady down low. Henry, that is, kicking it out now. Shot no good by Garrison, rebounded by Martinsburg in the backcourt.
Irving with 2 rebounds to start.
Santa Maria now with the basketball, dribbling to the wing on the left side, passing for Irving at the top of the key over to Bradley at the left winger. Three-pointer up and good. Cadence Bradley makes it 5-0 Martinsburg. Here to start things off a minute into the first quarter.
The press works.
Turnover on the deflection. Irving to Santa Maria now from Martinsburg. Back with the basketball, and the pass over to Ritchie gets deflected and going out of bounds. Fighting to try to keep that one alive was Spring Mills' King, but it goes out anyway and remains Martinsburg ball.
Yeah, King real scrappy, man. She was all over the place chasing that.
6:43 left here in the first quarter. It's Martinsburg 5, Spring Mills nothing as another pass gets deflected out of bounds by King. So another inbound here to the left side of the score table for Martinsburg. Martin inbounds it towards midcourt for Ritchie. Ritchie goes back to Martin, who will start her dribble over towards the middle of the court and to the top of the key. She then passes over to the right for Santa Maria, goes to the left side of her to Irving. Irving to Bradley now over. They go to the right side. It's Martin after the pass, and her pass gets deflected and stolen by Spring Mills. They look to push the pace on the left side layup. Up and tapping the rim 3 times before going through is the layup by Ball, making it 5-2. Martinsburg up by 3. The pass now stolen by Ball. She'll put up a floater. It's too hard, no good, but she gets her own rebound, then passes it out to Homer. 3-pointer from the left wing, off the back of the rim, no good by Bush. It's taken now by Martinsburg. Bradley looking down the court for Santa Maria. She bounce passes it into the paint. It's caught by Irving. Her shot up and no good. Rebounded by Martin, and she'll bank that one in, making it 7-2. Timeout with 5:41 left here in quarter number 1. A 30-second timeout called by Martinsburg. We'll step aside, take the 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. The Bulldogs on top, 7-2 against Spring Mills here in girls basketball action. 5:41 left in quarter number 1. The inbound for Spring Mills after the Martinsburg timeout goes to Ball. She'll pass down the court to Henry, who kicks it over to the right wing. It's King driving in. Her shot in the paint, no good, but she's fouled. Cadence Bradley came down and kind of made contact with King, so she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Coach was pretty animated. I think that there was a turnover before that previous 2 by Martinsburg. It looked like there was some standing around on offense. Ritchie was kind of planted there in a situation that caused a 2-pass-away turnover. Martinsburg recovered, ended up scoring. Coach decided to create a little inspiration for the team.
First free throw is good. Second one misses off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Martinsburg, who now quickly goes in transition.
There's some lazy passing occasionally here, and that's a tough situation.
Irving down low to Bradley. She posts up at the left side and gets fouled on the shot, so she'll have 2 free throws now. 5:23 left here in the first quarter. 7-3, Martinsburg up by 4 against Spring Mills. Senior Cadence Bradley to the line to shoot 2. That foul called against Spring Mills. Gabby Ball, her first team first. Bradley already has a 3-pointer to her name tonight. First free throw up and good.
Yeah, Bradley's a very good shooter. I mean, she has good form, very good shooter from anywhere on the floor.
Score now 8-3 is Bradley.
I'd look for the press after the make.
Second free throw up, off the front of the rim, no good, tipped around, rebounded by King. And she'll try to go coast to coast now. Gets bumped into, has a pass over to the left, to Ball. Her shot no good. Rebounded and kept alive for Spring Mills possession. Now driving in the right side. That was Henry. Her layup contested no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg and trying to go coast to coast with Santa Maria here on the near sideline. She steps out just in front the Spring Mills bench. 5:05 left here in the first quarter to turn over Spring Mills ball, and here comes the fresh 5 for Martinsburg. Five-point lead for Martinsburg is 5 new girls out on the floor as well. It's King with it, though, for Spring Mills right now. Guarded closely by Nelson. King drives into a double team and a reach-in foul called against Martinsburg. Second team foul of the quarter. Now it looks like it's charged against Nelson, her first. Baseline inbound goes in for Sampson. And off Sampson as she was unable to kind of gather in that pass, so it's a turnover Martinsburg ball.
Yeah, Gideon did a good job getting her hand on the ball.
Martinsburg with the inbound now, bringing it up the court. Going over to the left side, that's Green. Green passing it now. Gideon having it, swinging over to Nelson. Right corner 3, no good. It's tipped by Strovel. Nelson saves it from going out of bounds, but gives it up to Spring Mills. King, 2v1. Keeps it herself, left side layup up off the glass and in by King. She now leads the way for Spring Mills with 3 of the 5 points, making it a one-possession game.
Nelson has some ball handling skills, dribbling through all kinds of traffic on the way up court.
Nelson trying to give it down low to Strovel. She does so, but Strovel brought it down because she was kind of being fought with by Sampson. Whistle stopping the clock with 4:13 left here in the first quarter. We'll wait to see what the call is. It looks like they're going to call Sampson with a foul, so that's her first, team second of the quarter, so both teams now with 2 fouls each.
Oh, Strovel's wide open.
Green found her. Her shot, though, no good. Rebounded by Underwood.
Good
it
cut
goes
to the
out
basket.
Off Underwood now. It looked like, they say, be last touched by Spring Mill, so Martinsburg keeps the ball. Green looking to inbound, finds Nelson wide open in the right corner.
Short.
She takes a 3. It's off the mark, rebounded by Strovel. Her first shot's no good, but she gets her own rebound and makes the second shot. 10-5, Martinsburg on top here. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Spring Mills basketball. King, top of the key, fakes the pass, drives in.
It's off Spring Mills.
Now passes it, but it goes out of bounds off the hand of Bush, her intended target. It's another Spring Mills turnover.
Again, Spring Mills showing full court press. Let's go 1-2-1-1. Broken quickly. Great passing.
Strovel to Gideon. Gideon now has a 2v1. Goes to Underwood. Her right side layup, no good, but she was fouled.
Textbook V pass. Broke the press easily. Underwood with a shot at the charity stripe. 2 shots make it.
Foul called against King. Her first, team third for Spring Mills. First quarter. Brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson, proudly serving our area since 1880. Underwood's first free throw up and good, making it 11-5. Our other quarter sponsor is CMA's Honda Winchester at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Yeah, Martinsburg definitely come out a lot faster than they did against Jefferson. Good guard play, lots of touches on defense, good defensive rebounding. I think the coach is going to be happy when he looks back at the way this first quarter's unfolded.
Second free throw is made as well by Underwood. Martinsburg now leads 12-5. Spring Mills ball, Nelson down at midcourt with an injury. 3-pointer for Spring Mills, no good, rebounded by Strovel, and now we have a stoppage in action. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break here. 3:31 left the first quarter for an injury timeout. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 30 seconds.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back here to the Martinsburg Field House as Martinsburg's Kayla Nelson walking under her own power over to Martinsburg's bench and now going over to the athletic trainers area to be checked on. Hopefully she's okay and can remain in this one. Martinsburg ball, 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. They inbound it. It's deflected and goes back to the one that inbounded. That was Martin, who just came in for Nelson. She passes to Green, and Green trying to drive in but traveled. She picked it up, trying to draw contact, but the walk was called first.
Yeah, the wing was open. Wing's open. Got to keep her head up. That's a passing situation. Dribbling into traffic.
Long pass, and now another one. Beautifully done by Spring Mills. Reverse layup by Bush is good, making it 12-7. Went right, then left, and then back to the right side. Gideon now with it for Martinsburg. She'll pass behind her. It's Martin swinging it to the right side. Goes to Green, and Green will now run the point for Martinsburg. Gideon, Strovel.
Yeah, just don't like my power forward catching the ball 25 feet from the basket.
Green takes a three from the right wing. That's no good. And now fast break for Spring Mills. A long pass intended for Bush. She had it but couldn't bring it down. Martinsburg steals it away. Haley Martin now with it. Dribbling the top of the key over to the right side she goes, looking down low for Strovel. Strovel gets the pass, puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Green, and Green at the left block goes up, and her shot is good.
Yeah, Strovel didn't make the shot, but she secured the post, and Green got the rebound and shot uncontested, an offensive rebound.
14-7. Martinsburg leads Spring Mills. 2:15 left here in the first quarter as a long throw off the inbound goes out of bounds to the left side of the Martinsburg bench. So Martinsburg gets the ball off the pass and the turnover for Spring Mills, and the starters come back onto the court for the Bulldogs. It's Santa Maria with it now, guarded by King, and King tried to get the steal and made contact with the reach-in, and that's her second foul here in the first quarter.
Yeah, she guessed. She just happened to guess wrong. Santa Maria dribbling awful high, and King took a risk.
Yeah, that's the fourth team foul for Spring Mills, which means Martinsburg's one away from the double bonus. Santa Maria with it now.
Yeah, so King's got to lay back now.
Gets a pick by Bradley, rolled in, but no pass over. She gives it to Ritchie at the top of the key, and Ritchie loses her dribble. It's stolen by Bush.
And Ritchie took that shot against Jefferson. I wish she would have taken it there.
Bush to Ball. Ball puts up a shot, contested on the left side. It's no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. And they'll now bring it up the court. It's Irving. The left side. She'll pass down low to Bradley. Bradley, turn around. Jumper. No good, but she's fouled with 1:38 left here in the first. Again, Cadence Bradley goes back to the free throw line tonight. Second time there. It's a 7-point lead for Martinsburg, trying to extend it. Bradley 1 for 2 from the free throw line. This one up around the rim and no good, so make it 1 of 3.
Yeah, and that was in the cylinder too.
Right now she's the leading scorer for Martinsburg with 4 points out of the 14. Second free throw up. That one is good, so now make it 5 points for her.
And off
the
the make.
15-7 lead for Martinsburg.
Get the press off the make. Spring Mills beats it pretty easily.
King to Homer, left corner three off the back of the rim, no good. Safe from going out of bounds by Ball. She throws it behind her head, finds Homer, goes back the ball. Right side three, airballed into the hands of Bradley. Bradley trying to find somebody, finds Santa Maria to pass to, and she'll slowly bring it up the court and now push it into the left corner. Picking up her dribble, going down low to Ritchie. Ritchie posts up, puts up a shot, no good, gets her own rebound, and that one's through.
Yeah, King shifted over to Irving now.
1:01 left here in quarter number 1. Spring Mills uses its first timeout, down by 10. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, back in 30.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Welcome back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. 17-7. Martinsburg on top of Spring Mills here in girls basketball action in the Eastern Panhandle. Both teams have used one timeout. Spring Mills with it after using that timeout. Under a minute left here in the first. It's King with it, mid-court. Passing it over to the right side. She finds Garrison, who bounce passes into the corner for Homer. Homer puts up a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Irving. She'll go on the right side, coast to coast. Has contact made, and it will be an offensive foul against Irving. That is her first, team third of the quarter. She collided, I believe that was with Garrison. It's either Garrison or Sampson. But either way, it's still a foul against Irving and Martinsburg. So Spring Mills has the ball, 30 seconds left. Pass deflected, stolen by Martin. Martin goes up for a shot after it. And she's hacked by Garrison. Now Martin goes to the line for 2 free throws.
That song is asking, really? Because I'm telling you, it looked to me like she got all ball. I mean, unless there was some body involved in the lower part of the body, man, it looked to me like her hand was solely on the ball, the way that it was released.
Free throw up, and just missing. Trying to go around the rim, tapping it a few times before falling to the court. Martin now has her second free throw up, into the air. That one goes around the rim as well and no good. And almost out of bounds, and it looks like they do say it's out. As King had a foot on the baseline, so Martinsburg gets the ball with 26 seconds left here in the first. Martin inbounds to Irving, who goes down low to Bradley. Bradley gets double-teamed, puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Sampson, and Sampson throws it off the foot of a Martinsburg Lady Bulldog, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, off Martin. And Martin's she's aggressive on defense. She was in there.
King has 4 Bulldogs around her. She finds Bush. Bush dribbling out of trouble now. Wanted a three, decided not to take it. Instead passes to King, who goes towards the volleyball line with 5 seconds left. She'll now step up to the right wing, try to make a pass, but it's deflected by Martin. And a shot up, but not in time by Garrison. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Martinsburg with a 17-7 lead over Spring Mills. So step aside, take our first 1-minute break here at the end of a quarter. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Look and feel your best this year. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery Martinsburg offers a variety of procedures to enhance your appearance. Board certified by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, Dr. Jack Gelman specializes in tummy tucks, breast augmentation and lips, liposuction, body contouring, arm and thigh lifts, Botox, and filler injections. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery. Financing options are available. Call 304-350-3274.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School as we enter the second quarter. Martinsburg up 17-7 over the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals. Martinsburg with the ball starting off quarter number 2. It's Santa Maria to Bradley. Bradley at the top of the key gets triple teamed. Finds Ritchie wide open in the left corner. And her three-pointer's up and good. Serenity Ritchie now has 7 points, making it a 20-7 Martinsburg lead.
Yeah, that's what Ritchie did against Jefferson. Very calm. Quick shot.
Bush gets double-teamed and now trying to get out of it. Gets fouled.
Santa Maria with the foul.
7:33 left here in the second quarter, as that is Santa Maria's first foul, first of the quarter for Martinsburg. King getting the inbound, passing it into the right corner. It's a give and go, but she's rejected on the go. King went up for the layup, and Bradley swatted it away. It goes out of bounds off King. Martinsburg ball.
Yeah, that's a freshman with the pass on the give and go. King and Homer, what a nice work. It's just unfortunate they couldn't get it to drop.
Santabria over to Martin, back to Santabria on the near side, back to Martin on the far side, back to Santabria on the near side.
There.
And they find Ritchie in the left corner. She'll go down to Bradley. Bradley posts up, puts up a shot. It's too hard off the backboard and out of bounds, and it will remain Martinsburg ball with 7:03 left here in quarter number 2, a 13-point lead for Martinsburg.
Yeah, as Bradley turns to square to the basket, she just seems to rush just a little bit. She's got the size and the hand strength to take that shot, take her time.
And she brings that one down. It's stolen by Spring Mills off the inbound. It's Garrison dribbling into the right corner. She now goes to Sampson, top of the key, 3, no good. Rebounded down low by Bush. Bush has it stolen by Santabria. Santabria now brings it up the court for Martinsburg on the left side. She dribbles to the wing, bounce passes down low to Ritchie. Ritchie finds Bradley, wide open 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds with 6:35 left here in the second quarter, and it's Spring Mills ball as that one lasts off Martinsburg. Still 20-7. Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs on top of the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals. Ball breaking midcourt. It's King going down low. She finds Sampson. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills. Sampson keeps it alive, gives it to Bush.
Yeah, King got the offensive rebound. She is a hustler.
Homer over to Garrison, who tries to go into the right corner with King, and tie up 5 seconds ago. They still were fighting for possession, though, that being King and Irving. Possession arrow gives it to Spring Mills. It's the fight you like to see, though.
Yeah.
King.
Yeah, King doesn't want to give up an offensive foul.
Going down in the right corner. It's Homer. Homer driving the baseline, kicking it out to the top of the key. Goes to Sampson, who gives it back to King. Goes to Bush. Bush, pump fakes. Starts her dribble. It's stolen now by Santabria. 1v1 between her and King. Left side layup. Santabria no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills, and now they have a breakaway. It's King. Right side layup. Too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Homer. And Homer gets her first 2 points of the night, making it 20-9. Tiana Santabria brings it up the court now for Martinsburg. Picks up her dribble after breaking the midcourt line. Passes to Martin, who goes back to her. Martin sees Santabria wide open. She decides not to take the 3 and pass it back to Haley Martin. 5:16 left here in the second quarter. Clock winding down. They now go into the paint to Bradley. Bradley puts up an awkward shot, but somehow got it to fall through. Cadence Bradley now has 7 points, and it's a 22-9 Martinsburg lead.
Martin with the steal.
Martin now gets it stolen from behind by Sampson. Sampson, overhead pass. Shot up for 3 by Garrison. It gets deflected. Now 3v2 going the other way is Martinsburg.
Irvin to Ritchie. Oh, no, she goes to Bradley, and Bradley with a little flip shot.
And there you go, Bradley with another basket, back-to-back possessions, making it 24-9. She now has 9 points, so she's tied with Spring Mills here in the first half. 4:25 left in quarter number 2, and a long pass from King intercepted by Martinsburg. And here they go with a breakaway. Ritchie, right side shot, no good, but she's fouled. She goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. 4:19 left here in the second quarter. Waiting to see who that foul was called on, and it looks like it was against Bree King. That is her 3rd foul so far tonight. Teams believe first of the quarter. Senior Serenity Ritchie, the free throw line for 2 shots. First free throw attempt by Ritchie up and through. She now has 8 points tonight, making it 25-9 as 4 of the 5 substitutes for Martinsburg enters here at the round halfway point like they typically do in a quarter. Keep players fresh. The only one not coming in is for the shooter Ritchie. She misses the free throw, so that means she gets to stay in. Rebound by Green, tipped around her shot, no good, and another rebound from Martinsburg. It's Gideon. Gideon will pass to Green. Back to Gideon. The top of the key. She'll go to Strovel at the right side. They swing it back to Gideon. Gideon back to Strovel. Looking down low and deciding to give to Gideon, who goes to Richie. She'll post up, double teamed. Shot off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills. It's Gabby Ball. Ball puts up a floater going coast to coast. It's no good. Rebounded by Underwood, who finds Gideon. Gideon back behind her. It's Green. Green will reset the offense. Finds Gideon, wide open three. That almost hits, but just goes around the rim and no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills. And now a quick jump ball is called as Wyandon had that one ripped out by Underwood, who wanted to go up with a shot, but they say the tie-up occurred first. With 3:28 here in the second quarter, it's 25-9, Martinsburg leading Spring Mills. Spring Mills ball. Garrison inbounds the ball. Ball passes it in front of her. It's Fling. Fling back the ball. Ball back to Fling. Fling fakes a pass. Now passes to the left to Garrison, who pulls up for three. That off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. Green bringing it up the floor for the Lady Bulldogs, passing to Underwood. She'll take a right wing three, and the bank's open tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Seelinger came off the bench, replacing Nelson with her injury, and Seelinger got that defensive rebound.
Third three-pointer of the night for Martinsburg makes it 28-9. As Ball tries to respond for Spring Mills. It's no good. Rebounded by Fling. Fling a cross-court pass on the offensive side to Garrison. And now a steal down low, but a sloppy pass. Somehow, some way, Green fights for it and then falls to the floor, though. She's slow to get up, but does so. Trying to get back to help out the defense. Quick three, no good by Spring Mills. Rebounded by Martinsburg, and now they have Green. Green slowly trying to go up the floor. You can still tell that she's a little bit injured after that collapse a few seconds ago as she limps over because Martinsburg has called a timeout, stopping the clock with 2:24 left here in quarter number two. We'll give you our second quarter sponsors right now and keep it here. It's our second quarter. Brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsinis.com, as well as Craig Blair for State Senate, the Eastern Panhandle's first and only Senate President and Lieutenant Governor, a fiscal and social conservative who's making West Virginia great again by cutting taxes and creating jobs. Let's re-elect Craig Blair in 2024. That's this year.
Yeah. So is that Underwood three? Is that a potential moment of the game? I mean, if Spring Mills can't mount a comeback, the lead went from 25 to 28 to 9 at the 2:20 mark of the second quarter. You know, that was a pretty big three.
Yeah, the second quarter's been tough so far for Spring Mills here. 2:24 left. They've only put up 2 points so far in this quarter. So not the start that you wanted if you're the Lady Cardinals here to open up conference play, allowing Martinsburg to go on a 11-2 run here in quarter number two.
Yeah, when you're pressing and you're trying to do all that Spring Mills does, you know, it's going to be hard. Eventually, you know, your wheels are going to get, you know, they're going to slow down. Martinsburg's subbing whole roster.
Seelinger to Underwood to Gideon. Back to Seelinger. Back to Gideon. Left wing three, and bank again is open. Gideon with the fourth three-pointer tonight for Martinsburg makes it 31-9. Pass into the left corner. It's Garrison. She'll drive in. Her shot no good. Tipped out of bounds. It remains Spring Mills ball.
And there's a block with 1:55 to go by Strovel.
Quick inbound. Quick shot from Wyand off the inbound. It's no good. Deflected out of bounds by Bush for Spring Mills. So Martinsburg basketball. Minute 52 left here in this second quarter. Green bringing it up the floor. Will hand it to Gideon. Gideon to Underwood, who finds Seelinger, the right wing. She's trying to look down low. Dribbles once, now passes to Gideon. Goes over to Green. Green trying to see if she can have a three-pointer tonight too, but her shot's no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills. Ball. And Ball gets tripped up with a minute 30 left here in the second quarter. It was either Gideon or Green with the foul. We'll see which one they charge it to. Well, looks like they go and say it was against Green. So that's her first team third of the quarter. Fling, getting him past a ball, who looks down low, head wide open. It slips through her hand. She's able to get it, though, but then had some pressure, so she had to kick it out to King. King drives in. Her pass gets deflected and stolen by Martinsburg.
Yeah, Underwood with another good defensive play results in a turnover.
14-2 run here in the second quarter for Martinsburg as Green has her pass deflected out of bounds by King. Interesting still having King out here for Spring Mills as she has 3 fouls so far.
Well, she's a team leader in every potential. And there's Strobel on the low box. Good catch and shoot.
Yeah, she got it immediately off the inbound with the lob pass. And now here we go, 33-9, and a steal for Martinsburg. It's Gideon on the left side. And now she has it stolen from by Spring Mills King. King crosses over Green, going coast to coast. Left side shot up, no good, but from behind the foul is called, and it looks like that's going to be called against Strovel. Only her first, though, and team second of the quarter with 41.7 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Bree King goes to the free throw line, shoot 2 for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, McStuffin finds herself out of position and gets the foul from behind.
King already 1 for 2 tonight from the free throw line, and the shot is up and good, making it 33-10 now. Still down 23 to Spring Mills. King, it's 4 of the 10. Second free throw up off the front and then the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Sampson. Now Sampson gets fouled off the putback, and she'll go to the free throw line. About 1.3 seconds went off the clock there, so 33-10, Martinsburg leads Spring Mills. 40.4 seconds left. Sampson's first free throw shot up. That one is good as she enters the score column tonight, making it 33-11. Checking in is Savoy now for Martinsburg, in for Strovel. Second free throw up and good from Sampson, making it 33-12. 40 seconds left here in the first half. Gideon bounce passing to Seelinger, takes a 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Tried to keep it alive in the right corner with Seelinger as it took a long bounce off the rim, but it goes out of bounds. Spring Mills ball. Bush now coming off the bench for the final 31.6 seconds for Spring Mills as the inbound to King. King slowly bringing it up the floor now, breaking midcourt with 23 seconds left, clock winding down. King fakes the pass, now drives in, and a whistle stopping the clock with 14.9 seconds. Looks like we might have a foul called against Martinsburg.
Yeah, it's a trip. A block call is actually the call on Seelinger.
That is the 5th team foul of the quarter, which means double bonus as first free throw up and good by King.
Yes, Spring Mills back into it in the end of the second quarter, all at the free throw line.
Second free throw up off the front of the rim, no good, making it 33-13, up by 20s Martinsburg. 10 seconds left. Underwood, Green, left corner 3, airballed, rebounded by Spring Mills, and now another foul called against Martinsburg is Savoy. It's called with the foul. She tripped up Faith Bush. Now we wait for everybody to go back down to the other side of the floor for free throws with 3.3 seconds left. Well, that's one way to get back into it, is getting to the free throw line. Still a long way to go, but you make it now a 19-point game as Bush makes the first of her 2. So it's 33-14, second free throw up, and that one's good as well, making it 33-15. Green getting the inbound to Underwood, and Underwood didn't realize how much time was left, so no shot at the buzzer. And both teams go into the locker room. It is Martinsburg up 33-15 over Spring Mills. As we enter halftime, we'll step aside and take a 2-minute break. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2.
Look and feel your best this year. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery Martinsburg offers a variety of procedures to enhance your appearance. Board certified by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, Dr. Jack Gelman specializes in tummy tucks, breast augmentation and lifts, liposuction, body contouring, arm and thigh lifts, Botox, and filler injections. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery. Financing options are available. Call 304-350-3274.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Back halftime here in EPAC girls basketball action. Martinsburg 33, Spring Mills 15, as halftime is brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti law firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Quickly, first half that. Thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, Spring Mills just doesn't have the bench that Martinsburg has, and trying to press and run their offense against a team that is constantly subbing 4 and 5 at a time is very difficult for Spring Mills. The player to watch, I think, in the third quarter is going to be King. She comes into the third quarter for Spring Mills with 3 fouls.
Let's now get into our first half stats, brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Starting with the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals, leading scorer for them with 5 points is Bree King. You have Faith Bush with 4 points, and then Gabby Ball, Erica Sampson, and Jocelyn Homer with 2 points each for those 3. For Martinsburg, leading the way is Cadence Bradley with 9 points. Serenity Ritchie has 8 points. It is 5 points for Ava Underwood. Addie Strovel has 4 points. Anaya Gideon has 3 points. And then it looks like it's Jordan Green as well as Haley Martin with 2 points each. Again, at the half, Martinsburg 33, Spring Mills 15. We'll step aside, take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, it will be Dylan Bishop with our And One Halftime Scoreboard show. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest. which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Welcome into the And1 Halftime Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop here at halftime of a 33-15 game between Martinsburg and Spring Mills as the Bulldogs lead the Cardinals in girls EPAC basketball. I'll give you some scores from around the sports world here. In the EPAC, currently in boys basketball at Jefferson High School, the Jefferson Cougars lead Millbrook 27-21 with about 5.5 minutes left until halftime. It's the one score from the EPAC we have for you at the half of this one. Some scores from around the rest of the sports world. No currently ongoing games in college basketball in the top 25 or in the Big 12, although there is a handful set to start at 8 o'clock. Memphis going to Tulsa and JMU going to Louisiana. In the NBA, there's one game ongoing right now. It's a 20-9 lead for the Bucks against the Spurs in San Antonio with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And at 10 o'clock, also on TNT, just like the Bucks and Spurs game, is the Nuggets and the Warriors. Some games ongoing in the NHL as well, including the Penguins with a 4-2 lead in the first period over the Bruins. That game on ESPN. This has been the And1 Halftime Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. After this 2-minute break, we'll get you back to Colin and Jim at the Martinsburg Field House.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Get in the holiday spirit with a new Chevy from CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. Right now, during the Chevy Red Tag sales event, save up to $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab. Or check out a new 2024 Equinox and save up to $3,000 off MSRP. And did we mention every new car comes with Chevy Complete Care and our lifetime warranty? Find new roads at CMA Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for the second half. It is Martinsburg 33, Spring Mills 15. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Our cameraman is Nick Verzolini. Dylan Bishop back at the studio, who you just heard from with the And One Halftime Scoreboard show. But we're back in action here now. Martinsburg with the ball. It's Bradley to Martin. Martin, Sanabria. Back to Martin as her pass intended for Martin gets deflected and off the foot of Martinsburg. It goes out of bounds. Spring Mills basketball.
And again, King in on the defensive play. She got the tip. If King picks up a fourth foul here early in the third, that could just be devastating for Spring Mills, although they might just keep her on the floor, let her play it out.
The inbound to Garrison, and Garrison has it stolen by Martinsburg. Sanabria brings it up after the steal, and her layup on the left side is up and good. Tiana Sanabria makes it 35-15. That's her first basket tonight.
Yeah, and Ritchie with a rejection there to start the third period. She's having another good game.
8 players so far tonight in the score column for Martinsburg. So it's Garrison giving it the ball. Ball sends it long into the right corner. It's caught by Bush. She'll go to the wing for King. She'll go down low. It's Henry. Henry has a contested shot. No good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. Martin getting the pass at the very last second from her teammate. She'll pull up for a long two. It's no good at the right wing. Rebounded by Spring Mills. They push the pace. Turnaround shot by Garrison at the left block. No good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. Sanabria dribbles into the right corner. Looks down low. It's Bradley. She's getting double teamed. Puts up a left-handed shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. It's Irving. Her shot in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Bush at Spring Mills. Minute and a half already played here in quarter number 3. It is a 20-point lead for Martinsburg. Ball to King. King losing it, but it's scooped up by her teammate Garrison, and she'll give it back to Bree King. Spring Mills trying to get any space that they're given against this tough Martinsburg defense.
Yeah, Spring Mills working real hard to get open, and a turnover on the low box.
Yep, another stolen pass. It's Ritchie. She'll dribble it up the court, wanting to keep it herself. Euro step layup, no good.
Oh, and Martin had her hand on the ball.
Garrison looks behind and passes to Henry in the backcourt. Henry sends a pass up the court into the right corner. It's Bush who finally brings it in, passes the ball. Ball to Henry to Garrison at the left elbow, and her pass is stolen. Sanabria and Martin. Martin never had possession, so they say no walk. She'll give it to Ritchie. Ritchie, Irving. Into the corner goes Sanabria. She'll drive the baseline off the pass from Irving, and a right side baseline layup up and good by Sanabria. She now has 4 points here in the second half, making it a 37-15 lead for Martinsburg over Spring Mills. Now another Spring Mills turnover. The pass gets deflected, and it's Sanabria to Martin. Martin pump fake. Drives the right side. Has it deflected by Bush. Now King with it for Spring Mills. Goes on the other end with the attack. Her layup no good, but it's tipped in by Ball. And that makes it 37-17. Martinsburg with some sloppiness as they wanted to bring it quickly. It was an inbound to Martin. They send a lob pass around half court on the far side to Sanabria. She couldn't keep up with it. It goes out of bounds. And now some new players back out onto the floor for Martinsburg. 5 new players out there here against the same 5 for Spring Mills, and a foul called with 4:44 left here in the third quarter against Martinsburg.
It's a reach on Gideon. Oh, no.
Well, they call it on
the
Green.
Block.
Yep, they say Green, I guess, with the foul, so that's her second team first of the quarter. Inbound to King for Spring Mills. She calls out the play. Dribbles in, gives it the ball at the free throw line. She'll kick it into the right corner for King, who fires a pass to the top of the key. Was caught by Henry. Goes down low to Ball, and Ball drives the left baseline and is fouled. That was Bush, not Ball. So Bush will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Underwood's kind of laughing a little bit. She hacked her.
That's Underwood's second foul. Team second of the quarter. Free throw up and no good, keeping it 37-17 here. Bush gets the ball back for her second end of these free throws, and that one too hard off the backside. No good, rebounded by Underwood for Martinsburg. She'll pass to Green. Green looking down the court at Sealinger with the catch. She pump fakes and will send a pass over to Underwood, and it goes through the arms of Underwood out of bounds into the stands. Spring Mills gets the ball.
Yeah, Sealinger kind of catches the ball and spins around. I don't think she expected to be that wide open. She could have taken that shot.
King slowly bringing it down the floor for Spring Mills. She breaks midcourt now, still dribbling over to the right side. Will now lob a pass to the left side. It's caught by Homer, back over to King. Her three-pointer from the right wing, no good, tipped around, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched by, looks like they say Homer of Spring Mills, Martinsburg ball. 3:56 left here in the third. Still a 20-point lead, 37-17. The Lady Bulldogs lead Spring Mills Lady Cardinals. Green looking down the court after the inbound. Now gets it back, finds Sealinger, back to Green.
Yeah, give the ball to Underwood. She's right there on the low post.
Go to Strovel, goes to Underwood. Her 2 from the right side, off the side of the rim, no good. She gets her own rebound in that second attempt by her, no good. But another rebound down on the floor at Sealinger, and she'll just try to escape by sending a pass high and over to midcourt. It's recovered before a backcourt violation by Strovel. Now it's Green resetting the offense, going to Sealinger. Sealinger sends a 3 from the right wing. It's no good. And now back the other way goes Spring Mills. Homer with it, losing her dribble, falling to the court.
Yeah, the crowd.
And a timeout called, stopping the clock with 3:08. So that is Coach Hessen and Spring Mills' second timeout. Keep it here. Quickly get your point that you wanted to bring up, Jim.
Yeah, there was a reaction.
Third quarter sponsors.
Yeah, the reaction from the crowd made it sound like they're, a double dribble by Homer right before she got tied up and went to the floor.
Third quarter is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to their new website, fordofhagerstown.com, as well as Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call them today at 304-263-3361. Spring Mills ball after its timeout. They have 3 remaining. To Martinsburg's 3 timeouts remaining as well. King calls out the play, looks left, passes to Homer. Homer goes down low for Wyand. Wyand tried to go back to Homer. It's deflected back to Wyand, though, and now another pass from Wyand over the head of Homer and stolen by Martinsburg. It was Martin coast to coast all alone with a layup. She put it too hard off the backboard. It now goes out of bounds, and it will be Spring Mills ball. Last off, Irving of Martinsburg.
Yeah, I think Martin was bracing for contact, but King can't give up that 4th foul on a layup.
Both teams have gone cold here in the third quarter. Only 4 points total, 2 points each. 6 points total, 4-2. Now Martin with another steal. She'll slow it down, put up a 3. That's around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Santabria, goes to Irving, and she loses it through the legs of Homer. Homer gets kicked in the back. We have a foul called now against the offender, Chloe Irving. Third team foul for Martinsburg in this third quarter. Irving second. Still 37-17, as nobody can buy a basket right now here in quarter number 3. 2:21 left in this third quarter. King looking down low, and her pass goes in front of the cutting in Faith Bush and out of bounds into the Spring Mills cheerleaders. And now they change it to say it was last off Martinsburg, so Spring Mills ball. Martinsburg fans not happy with the call.
They're saying someone touched it. I don't know.
Now the inbound gets kicked out, so it remains Spring Mills possession. 2:14 left here in this strange, slow-moving third quarter. King to inbound, passing to Fling. Fling stuck in the right corner. Her pass now goes directly to Santa Maria Martinsburg. She'll just dribble into the right corner even though she had a layup wide open. Finds Bradley, who goes down low to Ritchie, who's also wide open for an easy basket. And there you go. Finally a field goal stops the cold run on both sides, making it 39-17. And Spring Mills responds, making it 39-19. Still looking down at my scorecard. Did you see who made that for Spring Mills?
Yeah, I did not catch the number. Ritchie catches the ball in the low post. She's just so calm and doesn't rush.
Nick helping me out there. That was Ball making the basket for the Cardinals. Now Sampson gets away with a walk. Ball down low, beautifully caught by Fling, and she'll go up with the layup. She now has her first 2 points, making it 39-21. Martin bounce passes to Irving. Goes down low for Bradley, but it's swatted from behind by Sampson and stolen by Spring Mills. Here go the Cardinals. King into the paint, looking to her right, passing it to Fling, and Fling has it stolen by Martinsburg. Under a minute left here in this third quarter, and Martinsburg will use another timeout with 51.8 seconds left here in quarter number 3. It's Martinsburg 39, Spring Mills 21. We'll step aside and take a 30-second break for this full timeout. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back here to Martinsburg High School. 51.8 seconds left in quarter number 3. It is the Lady Bulldogs 39, Lady Cardinals 21. Martinsburg with the ball here as the Bulldogs trying to get their first win over Spring Mills in 2 years. Last time they defeated Spring Mills April 15th, 2021. Right now in control, up 18 as Santa Maria says, let's make it another 20-point lead. She gets the inbound and goes easily for a left side layup as nobody came over to try to block her.
Bradley sealed the low post. I mean, she posted up and then basically turned into a pick. It was perfect play.
Santa Maria has 6 points, all coming here in this third quarter, and now Irving with the steal. Here goes Santa Maria again. Left side layup too low, but rebounded by Irving. Her putback no good, rebounded by Bradley. Her putback also no good around the rim, but another offensive rebound for Martinsburg. It's Martin with 15 seconds left going to Irving. Irving down low to Bradley. Bradley gets triple teamed. She tries to find Santa Maria and now kicks it. Was Bradley. Don't know what she was thinking there, as Santa Maria looked like was going to be able to grab it, but Bradley just wanted to play kickball. Or soccer. Not sure which one was in her mind, but either way, Spring Mills with the ball. It's King at midcourt. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Top of the key. 3 at the buzzer. Almost good. Hits the side of the rim, and that's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Martinsburg 41. Spring Mills 21. At the end of 3, we'll head to the fourth after this 1 minute break. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Mills here in EPAC girls basketball action. Spring Mills starting with the ball in the fourth. King passing over to Rinker. Rinker sends a lob pass back to King, and immediately seeing it was Irving, and Irving from behind.
That's the foul on King.
Up by King.
And it was an
with the breakaway.
Yeah.
That was pretty close to, in my mind, potentially being an intentional foul.
Man, it looked so incidental to me, like they just clipped. She just clipped her. Yeah, I mean, you could. I see your point. It just looked like she clipped her heel.
Well, that's the fourth foul against King. Green now with it for Martinsburg. Dribbling just in front of the scores table. She'll now lob a pass to the wing for Martin. Martin fires a pass low to Ritchie, and it's now stolen. King trying to start a dribble, but it's deflected. Martin at midcourt, and she had 1 foot over, but 1 foot still behind,
right.
So no backcourt violation called there.
She was still established in the backcourt.
But it's still thrown away on the Martinsburg end as Green and Ritchie tried to connect with a pass, but it was just over the outstretched arms of Ritchie and out of bounds into the stands. It goes Spring Mills ball. 46 seconds played so far here in the fourth.
Right, for over and back, all 3 points, both feet in the ball must have already crossed center court. There's no violation.
King to Henry, who tried to pass it down low to Wyand, and that goes out of bounds. Another turnover resulting in Martinsburg with possession. Gideon checks in now for Martinsburg. In for Irving. Takes a seat on the bench, so 5 bench players. Typical 5 that comes into the rotation onto the court now, other than Nelson. She's replaced with, it's Ritchie, one of the starting 5 still out there for Martinsburg, who's just playing keep away right now, passing it back and forth.
And this is where the lack of shot clock, I think, hurts.
Green to Martin, back to Green, Green. Left side 3, no good. Rebounded by Ritchie. Her put back almost through, no good. Deflected back to Ritchie, though. Third time, no good. Strovel tries to put up a shot, too. That one also misses. And here goes Spring Mills finally getting the rebound on the defensive end. Going coast to coast is Bush, but it's stolen by Strovel, and Strovel will get it to Ritchie. 6:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Still 41-21. Martinsburg up by 20 against Spring Mills.
Yeah, Coach Fitzpatrick calling to slow. Yeah, and this is a good exercise, I think, for Martinsburg. Work on ball control, passing.
Gideon drives in the right side, tried to kick it out to Strovel, but it's stolen by King. King on the left side against Strovel, puts up a contested shot, but Strovel gets a piece of it, now looks down the court. It's Ritchie with a 1v1 left side. Puts up a shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Gideon in the paint. Her shot too high off the backboard, no good. And a timeout will be called by Spring Mills.
King's
will take the timeout with them, as you can see King now behind the play in the baseline, hobbling over to the Spring Mills bench, getting a sip of water. Take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Welcome back here. Play already resumed. Rinker with it for Spring Mills, passing into the left corner for Bush. Bush tried to pass it back, but it's deflected by Gideon out of bounds over the bench of Spring Mills. 5:25 left here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, as well as the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Bush looking into the paint. Cutting in was Ball. She passes the ball. Ball puts up a floater. It's no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. And now Whistle blown, stopping the clock with 5:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Not sure what the call was.
They caught a jump ball, held ball. Bradley caught the ball and lowered it, and Coach Fitzpatrick said, Cadence, quit dropping the ball.
Possession error kept it with Martinsburg, as it's now the senior Martin passing over to the left for Gideon. Gideon to Santabria. Santabria guarded very closely by Ball, so she'll look to the left, find Martin, who finds Gideon at the top of the key. She goes to Bradley at the left wing. It's all 5 Bulldogs right now beyond the perimeter. Just trying to slow things down and play keep away. Draining clock as Martin goes to Bradley. Bradley with the NBA range 3, way off, no good. Rebounded by Martin for Martinsburg, and she'll put it up and bank it in for 2.
Yeah, Strobel will get an assist on that. She actually tipped the rebound to Martin, and now Strobel comes away with the steal.
Yep, down low, and now here goes Martinsburg. It's Martin. Down low. Bradley, the pass was low, and now on the floor, fighting for it was Henry.
Oh, she's out of bounds, yeah.
Recovering
her shoulder.
It looks like that was Ball, but the shoulder blades and the ponytail, or the pigtails, out of bounds. So Martinsburg ball. 4:14 left here in this fourth quarter. Only 2 points so far here in the fourth. And it just happened a few seconds ago. So if you step to the side for a little bit, you haven't missed anything. Strovel with the shot off the inbound, no good. Rebounded by Martin, who'll dribble out towards midcourt, and now back towards the three-point arc and pass to the left side to Santabria, back to Martin. They're at the volleyball line, so about 6 feet away from the three-point line or so. Santabria back over to Martin. Under 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Bradley getting the pass from Martin. Gets double-teamed. Trying to dribble down and in, but runs into Bush in a tie-up. Possession arrow, Spring Mills. We wait for the inbound now for Spring Mills on the far side. It's Fling getting it. She'll give it back to Ball. Ball dribbles to midcourt on the Bulldog logo. She now steps off of it over to the left side. She passes to Henry, who is wide open. She drains a 3. First time tonight. She hits a 3. First three-pointer tonight for Spring Mills as well, making it 43-24. Martinsburg with it. It's Gideon in front of the Martinsburg bench, and a whistle stopping the clock with 3:18 left here in the fourth as a foul called against Fling for Spring Mills.
Look at Bradley on the low post. If I'm Martin right here, I'd be checking out Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley, only one down there against Bush. Martin instead, though, goes to the backcourt to Santabria.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left to go, it's not like they need the points. But, I mean, Bradley had a clear advantage on the post.
Now Strovel posts up. Her shot off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Spring Mill Sampson. She'll look down the floor, find Bush. Bush goes behind her to Ball. Ball shot no good from the right side. It's rebounded by Strovel.
Coach Fitzpatrick should be happy with the rebounding, I think, on both boards, offensive and defensive.
Santabria, 3. Off the front of the rim, no good, over to the Martinsburg bench, and almost kept alive by Martin, but they say she stepped out. Spring Mills will get the ball back with 2:42 left here in the fourth quarter. It is Martinsburg 43, Spring Mills 24. Going over to the bench is Strovel. Irving wanting to try to sub in, won't do so yet. Richie came in for Strovel. Ball to Fling into the corner for Bush, who gets trapped now by Santabria and Bradley. And she tried to go off Santabria and get it out, but instead Santabria saw it coming, steals it, and tried to go coast to coast. Left side layup by Santabria around the rim very slowly, and no good. Goes out of bounds last off Spring Mills. Martinsburg with the baseline inbound now on the offensive side. Martin to inbound. Finds Gideon in the right corner. She tries to drive in, but Fling doesn't let her, so she passes to Bradley, who goes down low to Richie. Richie in the paint, trying to put up a shot, but is fouled. 2:15 left here in the fourth. Richie to the free throw line for Martinsburg to shoot 2.
Yeah, Richie very offensive-minded. She catches the ball and immediately looks for position to score. I like the way that she plays both on the perimeter and under the basket.
Ball charged with that foul as Richie's free throw up and good. She has 11 points now, leading the way for Martinsburg, making it 44-24. Second free throw up. That one is good. Make it 12 points now for the senior and Richie. A 45-24 lead for Martinsburg with 2:10 left here in the fourth. Fling had the pass to her, but let it slip through her hands and intercepted by Martinsburg. Gideon goes to Irving. Irving dribbling over, passing to Martin in the left corner. She'll go to Richie. Richie down low finds Bradley in the paint. Bradley puts it up off the backboard and in. She now has 11 points. That's her first two of the second half, making it 47-24. Martinsburg leading Spring Mills here under 2 minutes left in the fourth. Sampson down low to Ball. Ball puts up a shot off the backboard and then the rim, no good. Rebounded by Gideon, who goes to Martin. Martin slowly trying to bring it up the floor now for Martinsburg, breaking midcourt on the right side. She bounce passes to Richie, but it's too far in front of Richie. Goes out of bounds into the Martinsburg cheerleaders. Spring Mills gets the ball. King enters back in for Spring Mills. Nice sign for them, as you saw her with a injury earlier that stopped play. Now she's back in. She also has 4 fouls, though. She'll have to be careful here in the final minute 20 of the ball game. She passes to Fling. Fling for 3, airballed. Rebounded by Martinsburg. That's Savoy. Goes to Irving. Irving had Underwood wide open on the 2v1, but decided to dribble over to the left corner, and now a turnover by Spring Mills, but they give it right back up.
It's got to be a foul.
Martin gets fouled by Fling. As that is Fling's second foul. Minute and 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. It's the 4th team foul against Spring Mills. Now we see Hicks enter in for Martinsburg, and she'll do the inbound duties for the Lady Bulldogs, who lead by a score of 47-27 over the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals. They tried to pass it back to Hicks. Was Irving after the inbound, but King deflects it out of bounds, so now another inbound. Kind of same spot of the floor, just the opposite side.
And that's a sophomore with the inbounds pass.
Irving gets the inbound, goes down low to Savoy, and Savoy will be fouled. So that's the 5th team foul of the quarter, which means that Cameron Savoy will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots.
And I thought the foul was on Sampson, but we haven't seen that marked yet.
Looks like you're correct. That's her 3rd. First free throw by Savoy off the front of the rim. It grazes it. No good. It's Irving be subbed out. Checking in for her was Green, I believe. Second free throw for Savoy. Up into the air. Off the side of the rim on the left side, no good. Under a minute left, 45 seconds now, clock winding down. It's King in the right corner, dribbling it out to midcourt for Spring Mills.
Hands up in the zone, hands up.
King trying to call for a pick, wanted the ISO, but now passes over to Bush. Bush back to King, back to Bush. Bush thought about the 3, decides to start her dribble and pass to Fling. Fling passes over to the right side. Henry, another 3 on the right side. This one no good, rebounded by Underwood, who goes to Green. Green looks down the court, finds Savoy, but Savoy had it deflected, now falls to the court, and it's recovered by Williams. Williams goes to Hicks. Hicks looking down low, tried to find Savoy, but it's tipped out of bounds. They say last off Martinsburg. With 5 seconds exactly left here in the ball game, Spring Mills will have the ball. Well, it looks like the final score, unless a buzzer beater here by King changes things. Wait to see if it does. It doesn't. So your final score, Martinsburg 47, Spring Mills 24. So Martinsburg, for the first time since April 15th, 2021, defeats the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals, as Martinsburg now 4-2 on the year, 2-0 in the EPAC. Spring Mills 1-8, 0-1 now here in the conference. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, then be back for our post-game show. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Final score here in EPAC girls basketball. Martinsburg 47, Spring Mills 24. As we welcome you into the postgame show, brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. It's Martinsburg with another big win starting off conference play now 2-0 with a 50-25 win against Jefferson early this week, and now a 47-24 win against Spring Mills. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Nick Verzolini is our cameraman back at the studio. It's Dylan Bishop. It's Nick struggling there for a brief second, kind of lost focus of the camera, but it's okay. He's forgiven it. It's his birthday tomorrow, so 1762 Eagle School Road, by the way, for anybody that wants to give Nick any birthday cake tomorrow at noon for the sports mix. Yeah. Chocolate, vanilla, it doesn't matter, he said, so as long as it's cake. Hint, hint, Jim.
Drop off the gifts. Drop off the gifts.
Jim, final thoughts here of the game. Now throwing things.
Yeah, it was an anemic second half. You know, the score at the half was 33-15, a 14-9 second half. Martinsburg on the plus side of that. Martinsburg scored 8 points to Spring Mills 6 in the third. Spring Mills only mustering 3 in the final period, with Martinsburg scoring 6. As I mentioned, a 14-9 second half, just to give you an idea. When I was marking down some of the notes, like one of the key rejections of the game, there were 2 minutes and 16 seconds to start the fourth period before there was a point scored. So definitely both teams, you know, I think Martinsburg had the lead, was firmly in control of the game, so they didn't need to press. There were times where Coach Fitzpatrick was really imploring his team to pick up the pace, more energy, different things like that. And Spring Mills, I think, you know, in some respects maybe ran out of gas a little bit. King picked up, you know, some foul trouble there, but both teams, I thought, played very hard, played, you know, as good as they could given the circumstances, and Martinsburg's depth certainly shown this evening.
Let's get into our post-game stats, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit their new website, Ford of Hagerstown.com. hagerstown4.com. If you still type in hagerstown4.com, the old website, it will redirect you anyway. But let's get into our stats. For Spring Mills, 6 points for Ball, 5 points for King. Bush with 4 points, 3 points for Henry, 2 points for Homer, Sampson, and Fling to total up the 24 for the Cardinals, who are now 1-8 overall, 0-1 here in the EPAC. For Martinsburg, leading scorer was Ritchie with 12 points. Bradley had 11 points. Santabria with 6 points, all coming in quarter number 3. Underwood with 5. Strovel and Martin with 4. Gideon with 3. And Green with 2 points to total up the 47 tonight for Martinsburg, who's now 4-2 overall, 2-0 in the conference, as that is your post-game stats. We'll now get into our awards, and you kind of already hinted at it, so let's get into tonight's rejection of the game, Jim, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page.
Yeah, with a minute 55 to go in the second quarter, Addison Strovel had a block, and I thought, I jotted that down and thought that could be one of those key points because Martinsburg had extended the lead, eventually having the lead at halftime by 18. But I think with 5:44 to go in the fourth, Strovel again made a big contact on a breakaway by King. King actually ended up leaving the game, unfortunately, as a result of the block, the way that she had hit the wall. But at that point, I think that sealed the deal. So I would go with the rejection of the game. Addison Strovel, 5:44 to go in the fourth, of 41-21.
Shout out to Brady Breeden down there. His first three-pointer he airballed, so he got redemption and drained the second one. So McStuffin's making the right choice as of right now. Moment of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Yeah, and again, it was an anemic second half in terms of scoring with 14-9, and I'm not sure that, the moment of the game has to be all offense, but when I go back into the second quarter as Martinsburg began to extend its lead, they were in a situation where it felt to me like Ava Underwood banked in a three with 2:28 to go in the second period to extend the lead from 25-9 to 28-9, and we actually talked about it at one point because Spring Mills had so much trouble scoring, and Underwood hit that big three to extend the lead. Now think about it. Now you think, a three in the second quarter, is that really a moment of the game? But if she doesn't hit that three and then Spring Mills comes down and scores 5 consecutive points at the free throw line, could have been a little bit different story coming into the third period. I think that Underwood had a key point in Martinsburg taking the lead and taking control of the game, even though they got a little sloppy at the end of the right before the half end of the second period. I think Underwood's critical bank shot three really helped extend the lead and give momentum to Martinsburg, carrying them to this victory.
All right, lastly, tonight's player of the game brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsinis.com.
Yeah, and there's a couple different players you could select, and I know you can't give out multiple acknowledgments. I hope Nelson's doing okay. The left-hander went down pretty hard there early in the game. Hopefully she's going to bounce back. But for me, the player of the game led Martinsburg in scoring. I'm going to go back to a moment. Martinsburg was up 43-24. Ritchie gets fouled, goes to the free throw line calmly, coolly, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game, drains both free throws to finish the game at 12 points. However, I didn't select Ritchie because solely the 12 points. On the very next trip, Ritchie gets the ball in the middle of the field, middle of the lane. She could take another shot to extend her point total. Instead, she finds Bradley for the assist to go up 27-24, which is what got Bradley to 11 points. Not only do I think that she was unselfish in that situation, I really like the way that Serenity Ritchie catches the ball, squares to the basket. She's an offensive threat. That triple threat presence that she brings to the team, and ultimately that's shown tonight.
That'll ramp things up here from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for tonight. Tomorrow, boys basketball action. Same two schools, different location. Spring Mills gets to play host at the Cardinal Coliseum against the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Top 10 action in the state, so definitely want to tune into that one. You can tune in right here on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube for the boys edition of this crosstown rivalry. Pre-game coverage 7 p.m. give or take. Tip-off 7:30 give or take, depending on how JV action goes. But for Dylan Bishop back at the studio, Nick Verzolini here running camera, Jim Klein as well. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Your final score, Martinsburg 47, Spring Mills 24. This has been West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Look and feel your best this year. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery Martinsburg offers a variety of procedures to enhance your appearance. Board certified by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, Dr. Jack Gelman specializes in tummy tucks, breast augmentation and lifts, liposuction, body contouring, arm and thigh lifts, Botox, and filler injections. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery. Financing options are available. Call 304-350-3274.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome into the AM1 Postgame Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop here following a 47-24 win for the Martinsburg girls basketball team over Spring Mills at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Give you some scores from around the sports world. One game going on still in the EPAC. On the boys' side, it's Jefferson trailing by 1 point to Millbrook with just under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. In the NBA, one game going on. It's at halftime on TNT. Bucks leading the Spurs by 5, 64-59. That game will be followed up on TNT by the Nuggets and the Warriors. In college basketball, 2 ongoing top 25 games right now. On the men's side, number 15 Memphis leading Tulsa 28-20 with 8 minutes left in the first half. And JMU trailing Louisiana 17-13 with 7:24 left in the first quarter. In the NHL, in the second period, the Penguins lead the Bruins 5-3. In the second period, the Sabres lead the Canadiens 2-0. Also in the second period, Rangers 2-1 over the Blackhawks, and the Flyers over the Blue Jackets also in the second period. And in the first period, Canucks on the road leading the Blues 1-0. The Calgary Flames leading 3-1 on the Predators in the first period. Avalanche and Stars tied at 1 in period number 1. And the Lightning and the Wild tied at 0 with 4.5 minutes left in the first period. So this has been the AM1 Postgame Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio WNR, RNR, and TV 10. Again, 47-24, Martinsburg girls basketball over Spring Mills. Hope that you have a good rest of your Thursday evening.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.